Hello, and welcome back to some more Star Citizen content today. I'm going to be going over today my final thoughts of this ship overall from my test over the weekend, the amount of hours that I have put into this ship here. If you enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. Let me know your thoughts about this ship. But yeah, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get to it here. So, my time of this ship has been pretty great actually. I have enjoyed using this ship for the bunker runs when I've been testing out this ship here. I tried this out with a few friends here of the medical gameplay, and it's just been great because of the modular rims that you can actually customize. So with these modular rims, this has actually been really cool, and this is the only ship that is actually modular in terms of medical gameplay. So I've been by default just having a tier 1 med bed like I got over here. That's been great, and tier 2 med beds over here. So initially when I've been using this ship for the hours I've been into it, my experiences, I've been using the tier 1 med beds for if I want to drop someone off in different planets. If they end up uh, basically dying, they can just come back to the ship no matter where I'm at in the system. So that's been great. And in that terms of use, and tier 2 med beds, I've been using those for on this side of the ship over here. As you can see, these have been helpful for my purpose of ideal. What I've been using those for in this game is just for that planet side of doing the bunker runs together as a group, and having two beds there is actually really nice. It's good for a little bit of that kind of gameplay. If you're going to do something with a group and you're all going to be focused on one planet, that's awesome to use that for. That's kind of what the purpose is for these beds. Tier 3s, for those beds, you could do that in the group as well too, and you get 3 beds out of that usage. If you're all going to be in the same exact location, you can definitely do that, as long as you're within, I believe it's like 40 or 50 kilometers within that range, which is plenty enough to be at one localized location like a bunker, or if you're doing the Hathor, that's plenty enough distance to spawn back to the medical bed. So yeah, overall usage of the modular base, I enjoyed it. This is great. I love the customization for medical ships like this in the game. So yeah, overall for that's great in terms of medical use. And actually for this ship, this is really a good ship to use for if you're looking at a larger ship and you're looking at a ship that's got plenty of storage to do fun stuff like that and doing bunker runs just for the day. This has plenty of storage for that. So what I mean by that is these like cargo rooms here, so you can throw 16 SCU boxes in here if you want to do that. And same thing on this side. I've used this, and my experience is that I cannot actually get 4 SCU crates in there, which is kind of a bummer because that tight narrow space, which is the negative I would say for this ship, is that entryway. I just wish that was a little bit more wider so you can actually properly get bigger crates in here, I would say, in here. But yeah, you can totally throw some boxes in here for extra supplies, for medical supplies. Oh, I actually need to show that too, where you can store some medical the med shells for the beds. So, but yeah, you can throw extra medical supplies in here, extra guns, armor. When you're looting outpost bunkers, you can definitely do that with some storage boxes. Throw that in here. Even in here too, I mean, you have a suit locker that it's not usable yet, but we'll get there at some point. But also the weapons rack here, this has been great for usage in my experience. So if you just want to throw some guns in there, extra pistols, you definitely have the slots to do that for both sides actually in this ship. So that room and this room as well, in my experience. So yeah, using them has been great. There's not a size 3 weapon slot, which I'm kind of sad to see, because when I checked it overall in these rooms, I could not find a single slot for a size 3 weapon. So that's I'm kind of bummed out about on here. But yeah, you do have that long-term usage for this ship whenever you want to go and do that kind of stuff for gameplay. If you're going to be going taking this out for the whole entire weekend or for the day, you can definitely take this ship out for yourself or for a crew to enjoy that experience. This has been great. Lots of storage from my experience. Oh, let's see. So, I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting anything else here. I think. Oh, also I do. Yeah, that's another thing I need to bring up. So, ship access to this ship. So what I like about ships here, for my final thoughts on this, is there's actually two entry and exits to this ship here. So you have the traditional ramp back here that you can use, and over here we have the, if I can get to it, here it is. This right here too, which is actually nice too. So what I like about other ships is just having multiple entries and exits to go into those ships. I think that's a pro to have, and at least to have like two places where you can enter and exit the ship. So in here, we can just have the elevator that we can deploy the rails to. They were down. Now they're up, and you can just send the elevator down. And that's just where you can exit the ship out of, which I think is awesome to have for this two entry points on this ship here. So that's been a great experience for me, because I don't always want to go run all the way back to the ship to exit the damn thing. So it's nice to have this actually to be able to do that. One more thing I would say also as well is the components room. So we're not there for engineering, but I think a good call for having all these components here centralized for this room as the component room here is actually a great touch, especially like right here in the middle of the ship pretty much. So it's like right there at the cockpit there, and then back there towards where all the medical rooms are at. Having this for ease of access to me is going to be, this is critical, I think, for that engineering gameplay, because this allows the crew here to easily, when we're getting shots at and one of our components blow up, this is going to be ease of use to actually repair these components on your ship here to do that job more efficiently and quickly. So that's nice, and I'm kind of a fan of having the components in side ships to be able to access them, and this for being where the location's at, it's great, it's awesome. So other than that, I don't think I have anything else to say for this ship. In terms of, I mean, overall design of the ship, I mean, I love it. Glass window right there to see, well, it's called the outside now, but when the sun reflects and hits these, what hits this here, overall design of this ship, I'm in love with it. I do not have any complaints. Overall design of this is very close to the original concept images from what I've seen from this ship here. And yeah, I'm happy they stuck to it. I don't see any major changes from what they were trying to deviate from, so I enjoyed that. Even from the exterior, the interior of the ship, that's kind of why I fell in love with the ship in the first place, because I like the look of the entire interior and the exterior look of it for medical gameplay, so that's great. And of course the lights, I always leave the lights on, so but yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I would recommend this ship as a, if you're somebody that is going to be using this for large group gameplay to help with medical support, I definitely recommend this ship here. This is a great buy. I don't see any other issues, don't see any problems with this ship. Oh, and also I do appreciate that there's at least 2 fire extinguishers as well in this ship too, so this is, that's going to be useful. There's another one here as well, so that's number 2. But yeah, I love it. I don't think I have anything else I could think of for final thoughts on this. So yeah, it's great. It's got great weapons. It's size 4s and size 3s are pod controlled, which is great. Great for also combat use. But yeah, if you're someone that is into, you know, medical gameplay and you're looking for that one ship, as my thoughts on this, if you got the money to spend for 250 or 275, or if you're really smart, try to get some CCU chains and get this for much cheaper, I definitely recommend that. Yeah, I'd say go for it. Apollo's a win for me. I don't have any complaints against this ship. I definitely plan on keeping mine, you know. But yeah, that's all I got for you today. Hope you enjoyed this, and hope you found this information helpful, and I'll catch you on the next one.